In this video, we will be looking at volumes and areas. Concepts of areas of circles and squares and triangles we have already covered while doing those. So, we will be mainly focusing on volumes in this. So, primarily two shapes are there. One is the prism, the other is the pyramid. Prisms are anything which runs straight, having a uniform cross section area. So, these are all prisms. So, here you have a circular one which is basically a cylinder. Here you have a rectangular one which is basically a cuboid. You can make all the sides equal and then it becomes a cube. And you have a triangular prism and so on. So, for all prisms we have the volume to be area of base multiplied with height. So, here for the cylinder the volume is area of the base pi r squared times the height. Here you have length, width, height. So, here the volume would be area of the base length times width times the height. Here all the sides are the same, side, 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 so that is a cube. So, volume is side times the side, so side cube. Okay. Here depends on what triangle you have, we will have to figure out area of this triangle multiply with the height, that will be the volume. Surface area has two components, one is the lateral plus the base. For the lateral we do is perimeter of the base times the height. So, for the case of the cylinder, the surface area S would be perimeter of the circle 2 pi r, so this is r, times height plus the base, there are two bases, so 2 pi r squared. For this, the surface area would be perimeter of the base 2 times length plus width times the height plus the base, there are two bases 2 times length width, which basically becomes 2 times length height plus 2 times width height times plus 2 times length height, basically the sum of the all 6 faces. For this, the surface area would be, each face is a square, so we can simply write 6 of those faces times s squared. Here we would have done perimeter of this triangle times the height, that would give us the 3 standing faces plus the 2 triangles that we have. That is your prism. Moving on, we have pyramids. So, pyramids are anything which meet at a point. So, that is a cone, circular pyramid we can call it. This is the radius, that is the height. This could be a square pyramid for example. So, this becomes the height of this shape. So, for pyramids the volume is 1/3 area of base times height. So, for the cone the volume will be 1/3 pi r squared times h. Surface area is the lateral pi r l plus the base pi r squared. Here L represents root over r squared plus h squared. This is L, this is 90. For the square pyramid, this is S and S, so the volume will be 1/3 S squared times h, where this is h. Okay. The center falls on the center of the square. Okay, the height falls on the center of the square. The surface area would be area of each triangle. So, now if I want to find out the area of this triangle, then I would need to draw the height along that slanted triangle. Let's call that height to be L. So the surface area now will become half times L times S, and there are 4 of them, plus the base S squared. Now if you look at this length is basically S by 2, because this is also S by 2. So here we have a vertical triangle like this. So what's the relation between S, H and L? So here we have L squared is S over 2 whole squared plus H squared. Okay. So these are the relationships. Next we have sphere. So sphere, ball, let's call that radius r. So the volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Surface area is 4 pi r squared. And if you cut it in half, then you have a hemisphere. So the volume will obviously be 2/3 pi r cube. Surface area would be half of that, but an extra base will come in. So we'll add pi r square to that. So we'll get 3 pi r square. Now all of these shapes, we are assuming that they are all solid. So if they are hollow shapes, so you'll have to modify the formula accordingly depending on the situation. I hope these were clear. Thanks for watching.